DJ Sway.
Put some respect on.
Call it just like I see, you gotta respect me. If you want to be with me, you gotta respect me. And if see me, she better respect me. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, cause you gotta respect me. Bring it on, or let it be. You don't wanna test me. Can't do all in these streets. Respect me.
What?
You know, like Michael. No.
Are
we not doing that?
R-E-S-P-E, respect.
Yeah. Hey. If you ain't twerking right now, like,
She forgot the Tito. Like, if you need more information about how I feel about the respect, y'all just need to go follow our Instagram page.
Look, that post that you made.
Where did Aretha go wrong with teaching everybody how to spell?
Look, the babies did not pay attention to Aretha the way they should have.
No.
We gave her flowers, but we did not learn how to spell respect, apparently.
No.
Everybody's spelling respect all kinds of ways.
R-E-S-P-E, respect me.
So
That is what I want. Respect.
oh God, rest in peace to the Queen of Soul.
Yeah. Rest in peace to the Queen of Soul. Even though Fox 4 thought she was Aretha Franklin. Was Patti LaBelle.
Was Patti LaBelle. I mean, Patti and Aretha, they have had their share of Petty Betty moments.
Yeah.
But I honestly feel like Aretha and Patti, they're the same caliber of amazing and greatness. And although, you know, the music can speak for itself, everybody on top of themselves, on top of them doing their own shady things, everybody just kind of pitted them against each other. But of course, we're going to fall into, you know, fandom pushing everybody against each other in a little while. But welcome to the motherfucking Teapot.
We are back, biatches. We are back.
We ain't going nowhere.
Freaky.
We ain't going nowhere. Get your whole shake off.
Oh.
Get it. So, how was your week?
And this week?
Yeah, well, from Tuesday to Tuesday, dude.
Oh, well, I got to experience running out the building and getting free PT.
Hey, that was amazing. I'm gonna do it again this weekend.
I'm gonna do it again. Even somebody came up to me and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do the same exact thing this next weekend," and I was like, "You do that because I'm gonna do the same thing, sis. Like, I'm gonna do the same thing." So it is what it is.
That was pretty grand. It was pretty grand. You didn't ask, but my week has been okay.
I didn't get there. I was letting you eat your sausage. One. Sausage.
Peach. But
how was your week?
Don't wait. First of all, don't come for me about eating the sausage off the pizza.
You having a whole Mimi Foss moment.
It was good too.
You know when all the beef be going on and Mimi ass be back there.
She was back there eating. That's what I do.
That was me,
Honey.
like, as of last night watching Love and Hip. Well, okay, that was me watching Insecure,
Love and Hip Hop, and the
and the
VMAs.
Like,
Oh my
that's how I felt
God,
all week.
we got some
like,
hot
if that was
tea.
my one meme for those days, it would be me being Mimi Foss when the beef was going on, and I'm just sitting there eating.
So that's your meme.
Mm-hmm. But literally, who I am today is Travis Scott's son.
You what?
I'm Travis Scott signed. Look, Mom, I can fly.
Blanket can fly.
Blanket can fly.
My week was actually okay. I got a puppy. Her name is Pepper. She's getting on my last nerves.
She is asleep right now.
She needs to wake up, because if she don't, she gonna be up all night, and I don't got no time.
She just look so cute.
Whatever. She can be so cute and peaceful while she sleep, but right now she needs to be up. She needs to be up and playing because I'm not gonna want to up and play tonight. So anyway, and on that note, since you're Travis Scott's sign, I guess I'll be Madonna's speech at the VMAs.
Yeah.
More on that to come.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and dive in with the brew like we always do. Brew up this tea and get to this move. Okay, the brew is probably going to take up the brunt of this episode, so we're just going to keep it going, keep it flowing, and keep on sipping. First, we're going to start with some updates. Sinead Claremont. She could be possibly doing some time, friend.
Well, I knew that. Yo. Sorry for you, girl.
Oh,
you start taking old people's money, they're going to come get you. Okay?
Child, you can't just be going in people's pockets and taking their coin. That ain't right, especially if they're dead.
Yeah, the whole thing is that, like, so we ended up going, remember I found on the Justice Department site, I ended up finding more about the case.
You are motherfucking Inspector Gadget when it comes to this media shit.
Yes, like, I use my inner feminine ways to find what I need to find, okay? All right.
Okay.
Like, I do, but I ended up finding that to it, she ended up, what was it? It was
well, I have the article pulled up right here. Let's go ahead and pull up the receipts, honey. So, and this was announced on late July. It says, announced today the arrest of Sinead Claremont on charges of wired fraud, access device fraud, and aggravated identity theft. Ooh, Jesus, that's 3 charges, girl. Claremont stole and fraudulently used the debit card information of a man, which we actually knew, for a prostitution date who found dead in his apartment. We know all that. As alleged Sinead Claremont, a former cast of The Bad Girls Club, lived up to her reality TV series reputation. Hold on. Why did they have to put this in the report?
Because you know they're going to use that against her.
She's on The Bad Girls Club. She's awful.
She's unruly, as we can see on The Bad Girls Club.
She does nothing but
you know, that's when reality
argue.
Yeah, that's when reality TV can bite you in the butt, though.
Oh my God.
Because when you actually going through something, they'll go and pull it and be like, okay, so this is a representative of who she really is.
This is what she does.
Yeah.
You put all your shit out there, so of course they can use it against you.
Yeah.
Child. And that was only 1 season. And see all this shit now. Okay. So she allegedly stole debit card information from a man found dead in his Manhattan apartment and used his identity to make tens of thousands in fraudulent purchases. Let's see. Claremont also created and used a fake email account in the victim's name to falsely represent to third parties that she was the victim in order to commit wire fraud and using the victim's identity specifically 2 months after the victim's death. The fake email account was registered with Western Union in the name of the victim to initiate fraudulent money transfer of about $1,000. Now, if we rewind, we did say that she did all these purchases and then on top of that did about $1,000 for her rent. I think this was that rent check, honey. I really think it was.
Like,
this sounds like this was that money order.
The fact of the matter is like, dude's already dead. You went through great lengths to... You went to the Ace Cash America. Okay? You went to Ace. To your local Ace Cash Express. And you went... It got you a Western Union.
Sis should have called JG Gentworth. 877 cash now. Like, she should have did that because this is so much. Do you know they're saying that wire fraud carries a maximum of 20 years in prison? Access device fraud, since it's 1 count, it carries a max of 15 years in prison. And aggravated identity theft, the mandatory consecutive minimum sentence is 2 years.
Excuse me.
So,
And
baby,
she also just pleaded not guilty, but they've already indicted her on charges, but she pleaded not guilty. Girl, you going to jail.
why would you plead not guilty on something that you obviously did? Maybe she didn't want it to tarnish her name.
Well, girl, you tarnished.
This is pretty much tarnished. Girl, they have you written down and dead to rights almost. Like, ooh, child. Ooh.
Child.
Girl. Well, hope everything goes well, sis.
Don't drop this out.
I mean, is that an equivalent? Because I thought "Don't Drop the Soap" was just for men.
Okay. Well, maybe she.
What? I mean, don't lose your loofah. I don't know. I mean, ain't nobody gonna poke her in the booty hole.
Plug it in, girl. Plug it in.
Plug it in. Plug it in. Let's not. Anyway, another update. Tiana Taylor and Jeremiah. They're, I guess, still going at it. Tiana does not seem to be bothered
actually
at this point.
She just won that round.
She is enjoying her tour. She's continuing on with the tour. She has a whole new flyer. Jeremiah got kicked off, but apparently, for what he said, he did not get kicked off. He said, "I can still hop on that tour, baby. I left on my own accord."
Yeah, you hop on that tour, sis. They gonna kick you right the fuck off the stage.
Girl, you want security to take you home now or later? What is it?
Because if it was your tour, then you wouldn't have got kicked off of it. You can't kick the headline off.
Okay, so obviously, for obvious reasons, promoters are going to push Tiana Taylor. Why? Because she has good music behind her. Yep. She has Kanye's, his whole little fashion line behind her. Yep. She has Fade to Fit. Fade was hot for 2017. She's done some
choreography for some people.
She can do choreography. She has had bodies of work sell. Jeremiah has had features and EPs. Not saying that you can't tour with features and EPs, but I mean, ticket sales, honey. I feel like people are gonna want to see people dance and sing rather than walk across the stage back and forth. What do you think?
I think the same thing, friend. I think that he has too many eggs in his basket, and he also lost his basket.
Where's your basket, sis? He can't find it.
No. I mean, there's nothing, like I said the last time, there's nothing that Jeremiah has put out or a whole body of work that I've listened to, and I was like,
I don't think anybody's listened to anything. Even when he was hot and had Birthday Sex out.
That was the only song I see.
No, wasn't there another song? I guess not, because I can't think of it.
What other song came out around the time he had Birthday Sex that was great? It was just Birthday Sex that was playing for a very long time. And then what that rhythm is a dance.
Child, I don't know. Don't get me to lying.
I lie all the time.
Well, obviously Jeremiah needs to find a seat and
a new basket
and sit in it. Have a seat, sis.
Just find a new basket. That's my advice.
Oh God! And you said you watched the VMAs last night too, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, from beginning to end, from the rooter to the tutor.
Listen, I was working the whole entire time I was watching VMAs, so.
I had worked a little bit until you got up from your nap, and then you.
I didn't get a nap. I was working the whole time.
So why did you tell me to take over so you took a nap?
I thought I was going to take a nap.
So you just had me posting pictures?
I thought I was going to sleep. I tried, and then it didn't work.
I understand. Sometimes you lay down and close your eyes and turn everything off, and you still be like,
ding dong, the witch is dead. Like I went to sleep.
You know what? I wonder what heaven.
I closed my eyes.
Heaven looks like.
And as I immediately closed my eyes, my brain said, "How tall is Jesus?" And so,
are you sure it didn't say,
"How tall is the Lord?"
What does Beyonce smell like?
Like, and talking
Does she
back over
smell
the
like
screen.
lilac and vanilla?
Yeah, pretty much. It was hard.
I understand.
It
I
was
have those same
hard.
thoughts at 2 a.m.
Are you Drake?
No, that nigga be crying and shit. You know what? Drake is on my shit list right now.
Why?
Because I don't know. I still feel things about certain things.
His eyebrows?
Oh, no.
Is it his
Because
eyebrows?
even though his eyebrows are bushy, I still kind of like him. I'm a man. You know, we like that stuff.
So, if somebody put you in a game of
I
fuck,
mean,
kill, and
I'm a
marry
gay
Drake.
man, so.
Like, okay,
I
say
you
there
know-
was
no.
Jeremiah.
You saw what I
Drake.
put on that Snapchat post. I was like, I'm marrying Drake. Because at least he's going to show me his sensual side. Did you say Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Bitch,
It was Jeremiah
Jeremiah is dying.
Drake. and Travis Scott.
Wait a minute. This sounds more like a game of kill, kill, marry.
Who would you fuck, kill, and marry?
Ooh, this is not a fun game. Let's move on to the VMAs.
You gotta answer it.
Okay, so recapping
You know
the
what?
VMAs.
I'm gonna post this.
Starting off with before VMA drama, Nikki and Stormy's parents, they had it in for each other. Of course, we're gonna go into a little bit of detail after the VMA recap, but Nikki supposedly called out Travis on the fact that he did not sell enough to be considering himself as number one as far as album sales go, album sales and streaming. She basically said he got there off of selling merch and tour passes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everybody is, of course, the internet gathered that together and was like, it's Nikki versus Stormy, which I could understand that, you know. She's getting at Stormy's parents eating, but, I mean, where's the lie, sis?
We'll go deeper
into it, but just give you something to ponder on.
Right.
Next, the next thing, of course, opening the show, everybody was so like Cardi's gonna be there. Cardi had already deaded rumors about her performing. She said, "I'm just opening the show."
So how do you think her opening was to you?
So it was cute. It was cute. I feel like the Wi-Fi thing, it wasn't her joke because it kind of fell flat.
Right.
Like, no wonder my Wi-Fi's moving slow. I was like, girl, you ain't worried about that damn Wi-Fi.
To me, it wasn't Cardi.
That was scripted.
Yeah, it was like really scripted. They were like,
Now at the beginning when she was like introducing it, like, welcome, you know, all that.
Yeah,
like,
I am the Empress.
I am the Empress. I was
and
like,
the liberals voted for me.
Yeah, I was like,
that's her. Yeah.
I was like, that's her. The liberals voted for me thing. I was like, I feel like somebody gave you that line. But you know, definitely the whole Wi-Fi thing wasn't her line. I, for one, was partially excited to see if it was culture, but I knew it wasn't culture. And that damn blanket.
Yo, she had posted today that like how Offset was looking. I mean, how Offset was like, "Yo, I thought you had my damn baby up there." So I went back to watch it. Right? You like? Did you see Offset's face? Like for real?
Yeah.
Yo, I was fucking dying because I was wondering why he was looking like that, and then she had posted that, and I went back to look at it. I died. Like
I
you
was
could
like,
tell he
oh my
was
God.
not feeling it. But Culture will be a press release of her own. So
Of course, you know they're timing that so they can get some coin off of it.
yeah, they are gonna time it so they can get some coin off of it. Like
That's real. I mean, and I understand it. Beyonce does the same thing. Yeah. And like, you'll see my babies on my time and my time only, which is fine.
I wasn't really crazy about her intro. It just didn't seem like it was her to me.
It wasn't. It was scripted. Yeah. We knew that.
Yeah.
I mean, award shows. Come on now. She pulled out the Moon Man. I don't know. Was the Moon Man hers for something?
Yeah, she won it last year. Remember when she had on that red dress?
Oh, right.
That was first moment.
I was like, okay, whatever. So after that, you know, they do some da 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 shit. This is probably gonna be out of order because, girl, we cannot recall half of the shit that went on except for the mess. But whatever. Nikki got her award for best hip hop.
Did you see the way she
artist.
was scooting around that damn stage?
Huh?
I said, did you see the way she was scooting around that damn stage? Me personally, okay, so some of my fashion favorites for the night was not Nikki. It was boring.
Nikki didn't really do it for me.
She's been like really downplaying her style.
With the red carpet. Like, it wasn't really a look. I was just like, okay. I don't know.
It was a VMAs too, so
maybe because it was the VMA, she was like, okay, I just came in here to get my award and leave.
Yeah.
Because after she did get her award, she basically left because I heard that her performance was pre-recorded.
Was it?
I heard that.
It wasn't even in the same. She was in Times Square. She wasn't in the.
That's why everybody was like, "How did she get from uptown to downtown so quick?" And I was like, "I don't know anything about the shit," but apparently, it was pre-recorded.
And apparently, Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner took her seats after she left.
I mean, she wasn't using it.
But supposedly they didn't want to sit behind the
So she had 2 seats?
So
maybe she had 2 seats for
they
her
usually get like, if you look at the seats when they announce the seats, you see there's a space between them.
So it was one for Nikki and her booty.
Yeah, I guess. Anywho, so, but anyway, TMZ was like basically a source close to Travis Scott was saying that he felt like a number 1 selling artist shouldn't sit behind the number 2 artist.
Girl, really?
Yeah.
Girl. I gotta hear that from the horse's mouth. So far, Travis hasn't said anything live or Twitter wise for me to be like, okay, he feels away. Nikki, she has her performance. I actually liked it.
I liked it.
She performed Majesty. She performed Barbie Dreams, and she performed her verse on Fifi, which we later found out that she did want Tekashi to come and do it with her. I'm happy Rainbow Hair did not show up, only because it just looks like Baby Boy needs a bath.
Baby Boy looks like the new age Joker. Every time I look at him, I just envision the Joker. I know I'm not the only one to think that.
No, because honestly, all he needs is a little smiley face across his face, and it would give me full on Joker.
Yeah,
I see it. I see it.
I'm glad he did not, and it's probably because I don't.
I think it's probably because of legal issues.
Yeah, because maybe. A lot of other people didn't come. I found out because of legal issue, like Joel Santana, he couldn't come. But
why would Joel's have been there? What would Joel's be there for? What, liquor and pictures?
A lot of people came that didn't really get to.
A lot of people went because it was a MTV/VH1 event.
But I found out that when they have like award shows, that literally they do like seat fillers.
Like, so do you think those are the seat? I mean, of course. Have you never seen the Kelly Rowland movie?
Yeah.
Seat filler.
But
seat filler.
I feel like
seat filler. Whatever. I'm country. You can't just do her like that.
Yes, I can.
Dee has her baby in the studio.
I do, and she's just acting a fucking mess. Like, she's just making all these little barking noises and growling, and it's like, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up.
She wants your attention, friend.
And she has it. Okay, but like, literally,
she's a big baby.
She is almost 5.
But I mean, I enjoyed the performance without Tekashi.
Yeah, I don't think that he should have been.
The only thing that I was confused about was the whole bitch you thought thing.
Bitch you thought.
Bitch you thought. Like, that whole thing kind of confused me because I was like, what? Is this supposed to be something else? I mean, I haven't listened to the album, so maybe it's one of her other songs or a piece of it, or maybe she was like,
I haven't listened to the album, so I don't know where it came from. But that is basically my mood from now on. Whenever somebody give me a negative vibe,
I need a gif of that.
I need to be like, bitch, you thought.
Bitch, you thought. Bitch, you thought. Bitch, you thought. You know
body
what?
roll too much because my back is out.
If don't nobody make it, I'll make it for us. That way we can use it for the group message and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That'll be perfect.
Pretty much.
I wish I could use it. I can't use it at work.
But, you know.
I can't.
I expected more out of Nicki when she did her speech for her award for best hip hop video. Like, I expected more. Literally, I didn't expect chun-li to win it. I mean, it was a weird video.
The awards
thought
going
that
out was weird.
I thought my preference was going to be J. Cole. Okay.
J. Cole should have won something.
He should have. I don't think we appreciate him enough. I really don't think
people
so.
are more so focused on the
The
how it makes them feel rather than the message behind it. You know what I mean? Because like Chun-Li makes you feel like I'm about to go in, and ATM, it makes me like want to count my coin, like. But I guess, you know, they didn't want to necessarily hear the message with ATM, so it didn't get the love that it deserved. But I also feel like who's ever behind the choosing of the awards, like the awards committee,
I think
don't know what.
I think for the VMAs, everybody pretty much, like all the fans, pretty much vote.
It's a fan vote.
Yeah, it's a fan vote.
You a fucking lie. It's not the fucking viewer's choice. Are you serious?
I think it's a fan vote because.
Excuse me?
Because I think I remember a lot of people asking the Beehive to like vote for Beyonce and stuff like that, like the Carters and stuff like that. If I can remember.
I know there's certain awards that it's like viewers, but I didn't think all of them were solely viewers.
Well, you know, I do my research back on that and I confirm.
Please do, because I need some clarity on that, because I do not want to agree with that. Yeah. If it is right, then bitch, I would have been voting for Beyonce for the longest.
But she gave a little shout out to Normani.
She did.
She got
Normani,
Tiffany
had came for Fifth Harmony without Camilla, and she was like, "Hey, Normani is that bitch, okay?" Which
she is.
She is.
She is.
Hey, Love Lies is a good song.
It is. But, I mean, other than that, it was not, she said, y'all make sure y'all tune in to Queen Radio so I can tell y'all who the cocksucker of the week is. So, I mean, yeah. But we'll get into that later. J-Lo performed. They got her video, her Michael Jackson video, Vanguard Award.
So...
If it was me, I was not going to choose J-Lo.
So we've already discussed this before, that we did not necessarily want J-Lo to get this award. Not saying that she's not deserving of a award. I just don't think it was this one.
It was not this one. Like all of her videos to me,
they give me more model-esque.
MTV.
It gives me more pose and shoot type of deal. Yeah. She might have a cute little breakdown or a cute little dance step in there somewhere, but the whole video is not giving me dance.
She brought out Ja Rule, and I asked on Twitter, who asked for Ja Rule? Again,
this is what I was gonna say.
Who asked for Ja Rule? Somebody was like, she had great songs with Ja Rule. That Ashanti wrote.
And Ashanti threw a little bit of shade.
She did. They was like, what songs do you think she's gonna perform? She said, I hope the ones I wrote.
I hope the ones that I wrote. See, and I put on Twitter too that I wish that, you know, they could have invited me to direct, even though, you know, they don't give a shit about me. But if they would have invited me to direct, like I said before, I would have go from In Living Color Days, you know, have her do a little 2-step to You Can Do What You Wanna Do, all that shit, and then bring it on up, bring it full circle. She would have did Waiting for Tonight. She would have did all of her Ja Rule hits, all the way up to I
They
understand.
really should have did a timeline for that performance. It was everywhere.
If they would have did it kind of like how Beyonce had hers, I don't want to compare it to that. Either like Beyonce had hers or how Justin Timberlake had his. Like, I feel like it would have did a lot better justice because she only performed her current shit and did a hint on older shit.
Yeah.
And then she had In My Feelings in the background, and I was like, girl, how is this mixing in to what you doing right now?
You know what? When she
I feel
opened
like
last time, like when she opened,
Yeah.
and she did like the melody, that was fine.
That was good.
But that wasn't what was supposed to
But
go
she
on
didn't
for
sing
this
to
one.
it.
Yeah.
She didn't sing to it.
But like this, like when she was dancing, that was cool. But this was not cool because she had a mixture of other songs going on in the background that had no correlation to anything that was going on. All I can really say is I just need DJ Khaled to be my everyday hype man.
I mean, DJ Khaled was doing the most for them. Like, doing the most for her. Because, like, I wasn't really into the performance like that.
Like,
I wasn't checking
I don't
for
think
it.
anybody was like extra
It was pretty
excited
boring.
about it.
And then, like, she went to the back when DJ Khaled came out. She went to the back to change, and I thought it was going to be a whole different outfit. All this bitch did was put on some parachute pants and some sequin Timbs and come out with a fitted cap.
Yeah.
So I kind of felt away. So I don't understand.
Yeah.
but you know,
who would you want your next year's recipient to be?
next year recipient has to be Missy. It has to be.
I
If next
see-
year is not going to Missy,
I see either it being Missy or Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes has some cool ass videos.
it can be Busta. I you know what? I didn't even think about Busta Rhymes.
You
but
should think about all those crazy ass
yeah.
video Busta had like when we were
Busta.
younger.
Oh my God! If you really want to
Party
party
with
with me, put your hands on my eyes. Let's see. Pastor Cavassier.
Yeah.
He had that What's It Gonna Be with Janet Jackson.
Yep.
Ooh, if he brings out Janet, I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. Has Janet already got a Video Vanguard award? Has she? I feel like maybe she has. Either she has or we skipped over it.
Ask Siri. Siri.
Hey Siri.
I don't know if Janet actually got that Video Vanguard award.
Yeah, well, I know she did some tribute to Michael, but maybe it was just a tribute period, not necessarily for herself. I don't know. Whatever. I don't even feel like the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award has been out for that long, has it?
No.
Like, it's just been since his passing.
See,
Maybe?
like I
don't
really
know. I had to do
want
my
to
research on
think.
that,
Okay,
too.
hold on. No, you know what?
Huh?
No, it hasn't been since his passing. It started in 1984. Oh, she got it in 1990. So yeah, she did receive it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. So that makes sense. Did
Yeah.
Usher get one?
Let's look.
Usher had some good videos.
No,
Diddy doesn't. Well,
Britney got one.
of course Britney was gonna get one.
Kanye got one. Beyonce got
course Kanye
one.
was gonna
Justin
get
Timberlake
one.
got one, but no Usher.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Ella Cool J got one
Usher
in
can get one.
1997.
Why LL Cool J? You know what? I was too young to be here for the LL Cool J era, so maybe he had good videos.
Mm-hmm. But see, like the way I see is like giving anything exceptional like the Michael Jackson Vanguard is Michael had like various different fucking kind of music videos.
Like you could see
Like,
his video and be like, "Oh my
I
God,
got-
this is a Michael video."
like it's not like the last one. Give it to
No.
people that it's not like the last one. If everybody got the same kind of music, and that was my sole reason behind it. Like J-Lo has had like the same kind of music videos. Like
yeah,
she's like the girl next door in all of the videos.
or point and shoot,
Or pointing, shoot,
pose, shoot,
dance. You know, a big choreography of it all coming
it's
together.
nothing like, the other people we
It's
listed off.
yeah. I mean, it's nothing like you don't know what you're gonna get next. So
Well,
I mean,
hopeful.
congratulations.
I
to her,
still
but-
want Missy to be put in the mix. They can give it to Buster. I can understand that. But Buster Rhymes and Missy is well deserving.
She is very deserving.
Well deserving. And you can put on any Missy track and be like, oh shit, like this is still hot. They can just do Lose Control. She could just do that one song. Everybody will be out their motherfucking seat.
Yeah.
So
I mean, she's very, very deserving of it, but
well, there was a bunch of awards given that, did nobody understand why they were given to the people. We'll find out if, it was a viewer's thing or an actual committee that doesn't, whatever. But also, rolling into that, Madonna gave a little bit of shade to Camila Cabello. I don't know, what award was she giving out?
Video of the Year.
Video of the Year?
Yes.
And
anybody, listen, Havana was not a good video, okay?
Havana was shot on an iPhone.
Like, Havana
it did not have Young Thug in it.
Like,
so
many other people could have got that award. Let's
see who was in this category with her. Let's look, shall we? I won't. You know what? One thing I will say is that song was pretty addictive.
I mean, every time we play when we go to the club,
when we went to the gay club,
people be either trying to do their salsa,
they merengue, they little two-step,
or you just didn't catch the beat at all.
Because they do that. They definitely
you just
do
have
that
one person that step on your foot all night that's struggling. But
Video of the Year. So Video of the Year, there was Ariana Grande, No Tears Left to Cry. Excellent video.
It was excellent.
Bruno Mars, Finesse remix with Cardi B.
I always thought that video could have been way
mediocre.
better. Like, they could have did.
They could have did a lot more choreography for it to be in living color base.
Thank you.
For me, sis.
It wasn't enough.
They could have invited J-Lo to with the choreography.
Thank you. That's what I said when that video came out. Why y'all didn't ask J-Lo? Why y'all didn't ask J-Lo?
Would have been really good to actually pull off like a in living color remake.
They could have had all the characters.
Well, no.
Like,
okay, let's do this. In living color remake, like video wise, who do you know that could pull it off? And I think we're thinking of the same person.
Like, just to be funny in the video?
Like
or
song and video choreography entertainment wise.
Oh, I was thinking in another aspect.
What are you thinking?
I was just thinking about who they could have put in the video from a living color.
No. I'm saying, like, if Finesse was somebody else's song and they did it the same way, who do you think could have turned it out?
Christopher
Brown.
Maurice Brown.
Exactly. So you was looking to the heavens and shit. I was like, no, we're thinking of the same person.
Yeah.
Until you said, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because, like, I know, he's a problematic faith, but
he ain't problematic. People cause the problems sometimes.
Okay, there you go. I was going to say, you better add that little asterisk at the end, honey. But he's a daddy now. So he's calmed down.
I mean, they, him and Big Sean did that whole Martin inspired.
Yeah, but that was for Big Sean. Yeah. If it would have been for Chris would have made sure that it would have been epic. That's another person that could get the Michael Jackson Video Vanguard
most
Award.
Definitely.
Because Chris's videos, say what you want, but he done had a couple here and there that you've been like, but he has a lot of them that you've been like, oh yeah, this was good. Right up into Forever.
I love Forever. I even like the one that was on the cut.
The Doublemint Gum.
That Doublemint.
Yes.
Yeah. That was my favorite
double
commercial.
Double your pleasure, double your fun with Doublemint Gum.
Yep. And I did. I went to go buy me some gum.
You sure did help Wrigley's that year.
I did.
But also Havana. We already know that. Ape Shit, This Is America, and God's Plan. So
you see all the categories of all the other videos.
Out of everybody.
You chose bad mediocre.
But I'm not even seeing Camilla having a bigger fan base than the rest of the names here. Like Drake, Beyonce,
But
and
you gotta
Ariana.
think about it too. Us that are in the 20 up club, we work. We don't have time to be voting for who our favorites are. If they did have a voting, it would be for
the younger
the niggas
kids.
that's not in school or going back to school right now. You see what
girl,
I'm saying?
I don't have time to pay attention to all of that. Girl, when
We
I
don't have
do get
time.
time, I can, do plenty of
That's
other
like
things.
me telling myself I'm gonna do something when I get home, and I damn sure finna take a nap, and I do it.
Exactly. You be like, you know what? I really gotta do this.
But
And
I
you
mean,
fall asleep.
if they do have the whole voting like I do think it is, then I mean, it's gonna go to her because kids don't really too much care
Like,
about
I
what's
love
going
that
on.
video. Yeah, they don't care about anything else.
Yeah,
Plus,
you can't hurt their feelings.
Plus, they have plenty of time to.
You can't
do
their
votes
feelings.
and all that
you
shit.
know.
I mean, you can hurt some of these kids' feelings, but you gotta dig deep. But who wants to do that to some kids?
I mean, I'm just saying you can't like it's a sensitive era. You can't really say too much to hurt their feelings.
True too.
Yeah.
People start calling bully and
Yeah.
shit, whatever. But I don't think she. I don't want to say she didn't deserve this award because all the nominees can get the award, but I don't feel like it was her time to get this award because that video wasn't all that.
I mean, she just coming into her career. Havana was not the best video that she was gonna possibly start making. And cut.
Ariana Grande performed "God Is a Woman." I actually enjoyed the performance. It was very line dance on say. But it was, you know what? There was a lot more to the performance that I liked than I did not like. Because I liked the fact that it was the whole Last Supper thing. The Jesus, quote unquote, was the black woman sitting next to her, which I loved. I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and say that she was the Jesus of the table because she had the crown of thorns and she had her body out. She was looking gorgeous. She was glowing. That highlight was popping. What are your thoughts? Good thoughts.
It was cute. It gave me Beyonce swiggles.
It did. It reminisced to Beyonce's performance at the Grammys.
I'm not gonna lie. That's what it kind of gave me.
But she brought her mama and her granny out.
She brought the fam out.
She brought them out. I was like, oh, that's beautiful.
That's so cute.
God is a woman.
Mm-hmm.
When it's said and done.
I mean, I don't think anybody, like another artist, could have sung that song though, because
no,
if another artist above her would have sung it, they would have been like, "Oh, she's being cocky,"
Yes.
And if
speak on it.
And if another artist below her had sung it, it wouldn't have got as much.
This is off topic, but do you remember that Danny Decay song, "Sleep on It"?
I'm gonna sleep on it. Sleep on it.
And I get back at you when I wanna.
Yeah. You know how much times we used to sing that, Darce?
Oh my God.
We used to sing that song all the time.
It was so awful. We were so ratchet in those days.
It's okay.
Still pretty ratchet now.
And they're going on tour. They can stop that.
Ooh, we did not put that in our list of things to talk about. Dawn just needs to go on tour by herself.
She really does.
She don't need nobody else.
It's supposed to be a Dawn featuring Dumb Blonde. Basically,
that's basically what it is. Because I don't know any Dumb Blonde songs. Do you?
I don't even understand how they came to that agreement.
I didn't understand that they had an album. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, sis. But truth be told, girl, I didn't listen.
If
and I don't think
anybody
anything...
could hold that Travis Scott sign, it would be them at this point in time. Look, Mom, I can fly.
Look, Mom, I can fly. Head ass. But it was a good performance. Cardi then won her award for Best New Artist. She apparently threw some shade at Nicki.
She was like, "Thank you to all my fans and family that's being there for me,
and that's something that you can't buy." Girl, okay.
Bitch.
She did say bitch at the end. She did make a point to say bitch. But apparently this whole thing led to them unfollowing each other. I didn't see the receipts on that. Did you?
I didn't see any receipts on that, but supposedly the rumor mill is that they unfollowed each other.
The internet is the one that says that, but whatever. This brings us to Travis having his performance. He did Stargazing, which I love that song.
Yeah.
He featured James Blake. I don't know why he just didn't go into Stop Trying to Be God. I think he just wanted James Blake to be there. It didn't really fit for me with Stargazing.
Every time I hear Stop Trying to Be God, I do a good mm-hmm.
It makes me think Bones Thugs and Harmony, don't it?
It really
Right?
does.
Just know what this about. Like,
he should have put himself into. He should have photoshopped himself into some clouds.
he should have photoshopped himself in the tree with Michael Jackson. That would have been perfect. That would have been perfect. But his performance was actually good. I enjoyed it. I'm happy that he did the second part because I was like, he's doing the first part. I was like, okay, but I needed the breakdown. I needed the beat to drop before him to start going in. I actually enjoyed the second part of it a lot.
Then he got hype and did Sicko.
And he did Sicko.
He could have did my song though, man.
But he threw some shade at Nicki too.
Yeah. He was like, Astro World, #1. Album is #1.
Album is #1. So, again, I didn't see it as Nicki shade because there was a point when Astro World was #1. And I mean, I guess if it's #1 again, then it is. But be #1 for the right reasons, sis. Moving on, last thing that happened, Post Malone, he performed with 21 Savage, Aerosmith. I was here for Steven Tyler.
I
didn't really
text you in the middle of it and I said, this is the only time that I see the white people get real live.
When they hear Aerosmith?
Yeah. Did you see how many of those white girls stood the fuck up?
You know what? Maybe that's the bourgeois in me because I actually really love Aerosmith.
Like, they got
I was
really
getting my
hyped,
entire
but
life in my living room.
on the other side, I was just thinking while I was in my bed, I was like, I'm finna go back to sleep now.
It was the last thing that happened.
It was
it
like
really
the
didn't mean
last
anything.
thing. This award show, it sucked. They didn't have good performers, and I'm starting to realize like a lot of the big artists, like the big talented artists, like
when
every
the
time
big ones don't come, you know it's not
gonna
going to be a good entertaining.
Like,
even when the big ones do come, you know it's going to be spread out to keep you watching.
But they're starting not to go to a lot of them. If you're getting like, Drake never go. Rihanna had posted her little picture like she out living her best life.
Yeah,
she ain't going back and forth with us. Sis needs to just go ahead and release some music. From my personal feelings,
she does.
Stop trying to make us buy $1,000 outfits that we don't have, sis. We don't have money for that. Be like Beyonce. Beyonce know that we broke. Okay, help us.
Beyonce know that we broke, but she released that Balmain line.
But it was for charity.
Of course, it's for charity.
We wasn't gonna be able to afford that. We can't help ourselves, Sean. Dang. It's about me. We knew that it was not gonna be cheap. Like, seriously, even if you had a backup Beyonce savings plan, you still was not gonna be able to afford that. It's about me. Did you think it was gonna be Beyonce featuring Walmart or Target?
Look, there is a little bit of stuff that you can purchase and buy. But
she got Ivy Park.
But child,
she released the regular stuff before she did the About Me.
She did a men's line.
Yes. So, I mean.
Well, my bad. A unisex line. Like the kids wasn't already using the women's line like it was a unisex line anyway.
Yeah.
I've been seeing niggas out here in
that's why
whole Ivy Park tracksuits. Okay? Honey.
On the whole Ivy Park.
Yes, honey. wearing those shirts like they a whole tank top.
It couldn't have been worse than the day that guy had on them short shorts. Anywho.
But that's all for the brew. We're gonna dig into some other shit for Add Sugar. Basically the shit that we've been putting off.
That's some painkillers, gosh.
Nikki
versus the industry.
Basically versus everybody. Now, Nikki has basically been put in a position where she has Queen Radio, and she's taken that time not to promote her album, because she already did that in like episode 1 or 2. She's taken that time to address shit that, you know, apparently she's doing for the culture. I'm totally here for it. Number one, because I'm here for the mess. Like, I'm tuned in. Why? Because I want to hear what you got to say. Hate it or love it, she gave Travis Scott Whole Nigga of the Week.
I knew that was going to happen.
And you did. And she continued to explain how Billboard works. Now, apparently, Billboard has the system like we talked about earlier. They build in your merch and your ticket sales and your streams and your album sales together to place you on the 100 charts list.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
No, I didn't know that either. I thought it was just pure
I thought
sales.
it was pure sales. I know they had changed it to include streams, but I don't see how that is fair to other people. Just because, you know, like...
Well, the streams I can understand because we're like...
Yeah, the streams, nobody's buying anymore.
Yeah.
Everybody's streaming. I mean, I personally buy, but I buy bodies of work that I know I'm going to go back and listen to over and over and over again. That means, like, body of work wise, like, I did go and purchase the Queen album. I did purchase Everything Is Love. I did purchase everything Beyonce. I got plenty of Chris Brown albums. I have, like, you know, I have Frank. Like, I have everybody that I purchased, but everybody that I will actually listen to and stand for. But then I have my one-offs, like my singles or my couple of songs that I listen to off your album. There's no reason for me to buy your album if I'm only listening to 2 songs off your album. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I guess, you know, I could do some justice and buy the songs, but it's easier for me to stream it. Why? Because if my phone is in airplane mode, bitch, I'm going to listen to some Beyonce. I'm going to listen to that. I don't have to try to listen to anything else. Like, I mean, I'm not supposed to, even though I love It's Get It, I do. I don't necessarily need to listen to that when my phone isn't offline.
I'm over the little era right now. I'm
Everybody's
over everything that got a little in front of it.
This was already predicted, sis. I don't know how you missed this. When Lil Wayne came out and he was the hottest rapper alive,
I mean, yeah.
of course, all the kids were kind of big up in that and being like, oh shit, when I get popular, I want to be Lil Blank. That's how you get Lil Pump and Lil Uzi and Lil Shrimp Cocktail and things like that.
I guess.
Are you mad or no?
I'm over. Let's keep going.
Okay. And moving on, I don't understand.
I mean, I don't get how streams, like we were saying, streams don't equal to, like I get why they do streams. Like, I get that, but
yes,
I get her valid point of pointing out Billboard for how they work, because she said that, you know, within her week that Travis, you know, and Kylie decided that they want to bundle the merchandise at the last moment, you know, at the last
tour pass,
moment. Yeah.
And there's no tour dates out for Travis.
Yeah, and
he just has plans. I mean, I believe he has the Astro Fest thing that's supposed to come up like late this year.
Right.
But I don't think there's a set date for it, is it?
I haven't seen any dates, so I don't know. Mm-hmm. But ticket sales shouldn't really matter. No. Like, I feel like that's a whole separate thing. And I can remember even when Beyonce and Jay were doing you know, and Everything Is Love came out. Mm-hmm. And, you know, like, they were predicted to be number 1, And at the last moment, Panic at the Disco ended up bundling their ticket sales for free CDs. So they ended up being number one because they got, like, every time someone purchased a ticket, it was a free CD.
Okay. Now that I did not know.
Yeah. So to me, she's actually calling out something that, I don't know. Like, I feel like everybody's like, okay, yeah, she's talking too much and she's like being too loud and she's saying a lot of stuff that, you know, like she's being salty because she didn't hit number one or whatever it is. But
I mean, but if she was being salty, she would have been mad about that with the pink print because nobody purchased the pink print. Not saying nobody, period, but I didn't like the pink print enough to be like, oh, yeah, I need to purchase this.
yeah.
It was like 3 songs that I actually enjoyed. One of which I was automatically going to enjoy because Beyonce. Hello. You can't just do Feeling Myself with Beyonce and not think that I'm going to be like, I need this. Like,
Right.
but I didn't purchase the pink print. But I don't think she would have really cared if it debuted at a different number.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she wouldn't have. I think she knew that, like, this body of work was, like, her best.
Yeah.
And
if you
it's
give
been her best for a
your
while.
all to something, you know, you can't just.
But I think a lot of people are just, like, to me personally, this is my problem, okay? And I kind of feel the same way she feel on it. There is a thing where people have to be like, when you know your shit, it's your shit. And nobody can take that away from you. And you, like you were saying, you know, it's a whole Sagittarius thing. But what I don't like is the stereotype that women cannot be cocky and or arrogant.
Yeah.
I personally don't like that. If I know that I'm the shit, and you cannot take that away from me.
Well, I don't think it's a point of her actually, like, validating her being the shit. I feel like it's her. I'm thinking that the only reason why she's bringing that up is because she's trying to show people that I'm not doing this because of X, Y, and Z. Like, I'm not doing this because I'm the shit. I know I'm the shit. I'm doing this because, like, the message behind it is because if I don't do this for us, when it comes to you being an artist, you're going to feel some type of way about it too.
Right.
And that's when she made the whole Harriet Tubman comment. And she kind of explained that when she went to Queen Radio. Charlamagne had gave her Donkey of the Day, which everybody expected for him to be the cocksucker of the day. But
she said he was close.
Exactly. She said he was close, but she said, I can see his points behind it. He's saying, I don't necessarily need to go at it this way. But Chance the Rapper even backed her up and was like, I mean, it has to be fucked up that you got to be in a position to go off because nobody is going to listen to you if you don't come with valid points.
Right. Nobody's
going to listen to you being a woman, given this perspective.
Right.
And that sucks because, like, she's put so much into the grind of this industry-wise as far as streaming and money and numbers and making sure this and that works together, and not for her own purpose because it's going to better everybody in the end.
Yeah. And but, you know, like I said, I don't like that whole that women can't be cocky and own their own. You know, it's okay for men to do it.
Niggas are cocky all the time.
And niggas are cocky all the fucking time. But allow for a woman to be openly and outwardly confident to the world. She does not always have to be humble. She probably is a humble being, but I mean,
no, they're gonna tell you to shut up.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with women being able to express that they know that they're shit. Like, there are days when I get up and as soon as I get dressed,
look in that mirror and be like, bad bitch.
I'm like Ricky, like, you are that bitch, like Ricky Thompson, you are that bitch today. You
like,
are.
Girl, you are looking, you are turning this look.
Like, you know, there's days like at work when I know I am like on top, and can't nobody really just drag me the fuck down. And even if somebody give me the praise, or I'm like, okay, thank you, but at the same time,
that's those days when you walk into the building and you just automatically feel like Trina Baddest Bitch is coming on as soon as you walk through, like boom, boom, boom.
It does not make a woman less feminine if she's able to own.
That's nothing
what
but
she's
confidence.
great. What she's great at, you know. It is just nothing wrong with that, and I don't like a lot of we're in a group on Facebook, and it's just like this secret group of like fan bases of like all the divas, from Lil' Kim, Cardi, Nicki, Beyonce,
Mariah,
Beyonce, Janet, and a lot of people just say that she's very arrogant at the mouth, and she's very just cocky, and it's just disgusting. But like, I don't feel like a lot of people are really listening to the message that she's providing, because not only she's touching on how it really works in the industry, like, she's talking about the new wave, and the new wave for, our future is basically.
She's saying
popularity. Yeah, it's not about talent.
She said it's
anymore.
A popularity contest, and when she pointed that out in both her, and that's why I don't understand why Cardi is. I think it's a whole fandom thing, but I don't understand why Cardi is constantly feeding into this, even though she said they're gonna constantly try to put us together, like put us against each other. Because when she had her interview and she said what she said about the industry putting money behind people, she literally said, this is not talking about anybody. She said, this is talking about the fact that people put money, the industry is putting money right now behind people that are popular, people that, you can see their following base, and you can see the fact that you're going to be able to profit off of them constantly because they're bringing you this, that, and this and that. She said people aren't going off of the fact that this person has talent and can do this. And we've seen that in the industry plenty of times. We have people like, for instance, Dawn Richard. She was in Danny D. Kane. Danny D. Kane fell apart. She was picked up by Diddy. When Diddy, she was already with Diddy, but when Diddy decided to have Diddy Dirty Money, she had that. But when he decided that he didn't want to continue with that, she went back to her pen, her lab, and put the work into herself. And she's still making money off of herself because she has people that want to ride with her. But yeah, she's independent, but nobody understands the fact that she has a grind. She has great music.
She has a great talent.
She has talent. The girl can dance. She can sing. She can write. Like, if she had an industry push behind her, do you know how many fucking stages she could touch? Yeah. We still been waiting to see her in Dallas.
Yeah, and she never comes.
She never comes. Even this whole thing with Danny D. Kane, she's still over there on the West Coast. Mm-hmm. Like...
And and there are so many people that, like, and she was saying, they only want the talent. That's why I said that I was over the littles, because littles don't have, all of the littles right now, they don't really have talent.
Everybody's doing the same mumble shit.
It's the same mumble shit. I don't understand the shit. Yeah, it's good when I want to roll down the street and I want to get live for a little head nod or some shit.
Girl,
I'm not buying the album because nothing's gonna be good off of it.
Thank you.
I'm not going to go to the concert because I already know what you little niggas do in the concerts. Okay,
look,
like, I'm going to go see people that have substance, and that's how I feel about, like, even though J. Cole breaks his own boundaries without us having to push him or anything like that. But I don't feel like they appreciate that. A lot of those littles come for him.
But
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's because he has a message.
Yeah.
He has a message that they can come for. But word to... And this is word to Travis Scott, too, because he's still part of the little era, too.
Yeah.
Me and my brother were having this conversation about the fact that Travis Scott, although his album is good, it is good. Not saying it's not good, but it's good because of the production.
Yeah.
It's good because I can get a hit, I can get a beat, and it's going to make me gradually replay to where I know the song.
Right.
I know this song. I know it back and forth in my hand. But if I put in a Jay-Z, let's say Jay-Z 444, if I put that in, I'm actually listening for something. Why? Because the beats, they're not all there, but I know he's going to give me a message. If I put in J. Cole, King of Diamonds, I know for a fact that, you know, I'm not going to get a lot of heavy hits.
Right.
I'm going to get a message. But that's what makes you buy J. Cole's album.
It's a message.
Because you appreciate the message that he's giving you.
Right.
It's like, oh shit, this shit is so hard. I should be paying for this shit.
Right.
Rather than being like, oh well, you know, I like the way this shit rock in my car, so I'm gonna stream it.
Right.
But all these kids will buy the merchandise. They're not buying the album because they're gonna stream the album.
Right. And I don't know. I just don't really feel like, you know, that's fair because you have, you know, merchandise. And personally, I feel like he kept that number one at this point because of Kylie is. Kylie is like the biggest relevancy he'll ever have in his career. Even if when he did work with Kanye for a little point, but Kylie is just a whole nother amp to it. You get what I'm saying? So of course that's gonna bring in, you know, some extra for him, a little extra buzz about him.
Well, from what my understanding is, because I looked it up to see how Travis is associated to Kanye, and I kind of talked to another thing that I talked to my brother about. So apparently, even though Travis is signed to Good Music as a producer, he's signed to T.I. as an artist.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, you didn't know that?
So basically all those sales and profit are going to T.I. Grand Hustle rather than to Kanye. Maybe because people, like the industry maybe gets it misconstrued.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I was convinced that, you know, he was still Good Music.
No, I mean, like, whenever I hear anything Travis Scott, like, you could hear Kanye's influence
on him.
On it. Like, you know, it doesn't, you wouldn't think he was supposed to be with T.I., to be honest, when you think about that.
That's
you think
true.
that he's supposed to be with Kanye.
That's true.
And so you hear Kanye West influence on, like, when you listen to, you know, like Birds and Sing Midnight, you
like
hear
his
that influence.
samples, his instrumental usage.
Right. You hear those things when you listen to him. So, I mean, that's why he's like, when you think of Travis Scott, you think, oh, yeah, you know, like he's with Kanye. But, again, I guess you got to do what you got to do if you need that number one. I mean, but he did, you know, for him to actually knock Drake out of the park from his number one spot was pretty good. You know, like you knocked Drake down out of his spot. And
just
Drake
by doing that.
Drake was there for a while.
He was.
You know, just for a while. So
I want to say, what, 4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah, he's been,
something like that.
He's been about 4 or 5 weeks at number one.
At number one until Travis' album came out.
Yeah.
So you have a good run, but bundling your tickets with your tour merch.
I
and all
agree.
that
Like
stuff,
it should most definitely be something that's changed. Like I don't think
it doesn't. If it's gonna be about the music, let it be about the music.
Right? Because
that's what Billboard was about when they were reading the shit in the fucking newspaper.
I feel like all of that, like the merch and ticket sales, should go for a Forbes list.
That's what it does go for.
You know, but not for. Yeah.
Exactly. Because how is it that? Okay, look at it this way. If how is your album viewing at number one when you sold me a Astro World sweater or a Astro World shirt, gym shorts? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense to me. How is your album doing well and you showed me Astro World merchandise? No. Let that go towards your tour sales. Let that go towards your big bank, your Forbes list. But, you know, and everybody was so caught up in the fact that she said that she was Harriet Tubman rather than paying attention to the fact that she was giving that message. So, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with her saying Harriet Tubman, but I mean, hey, somebody has to start somewhere. Just like she said, do you think that all the slaves, when Harriet was trying to take them away, do you think they were just like, oh yeah, I'll go with you because I want to be free? No. You're probably like, girl, you stupid. You stupid. You gonna get yourself killed.
Yeah.
Rosa Parks, they said that. She said Rosa was having a bad fucking day. I was dying.
Yo, I was dying when they when I went to Twitter and I seen that they found the picture of Harriet Tubman and they put the chun-li buns on
Chun-Li
her.
buns on her and the bamboo earrings. Girl, that was hilarious.
I was like,
That
yo,
was too
y'all
much.
they call her Rice Lee. Fucking that, yo. Like, the internet never fucking fails.
Oh,
like, the internet never fails. But, I mean...
They quick with that shit.
I mean, she is... I mean...
She
to be-
is
a black woman trying to just pioneer her
trying to push
mom.
a movement.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah, I get it, too.
So
A lot of people just don't get that,
So
though.
if she's Harriet Tubman, who would Beyonce be?
Coretta Scott King.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah! That is perfect, friend. Yes. Okay. Yes. 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 I like it.
Yeah, I think she would be Coretta Scott.
I like it. Our last thing is just about the tributes.
You know what? Before we do that, though,
What?
I just want to say congratulations to Simone Biles. You know, she won all of her rounds for the U.S. Olympic.
Yes.
She won all of them.
Really?
Every single fucking last one.
And that's how a black bitch takes charge.
Like, congratulations, bitch.
Bad bitch. That bitch.
She won all of them. Like, not one, not two, but all. Like,
That girl, she is amazing.
that is some black girl magic right there.
That is.
Did
you watch her Lifetime movie?
No.
You need to. It's so cute.
Is it?
It is.
Uh,
It's good.
You know, I'm not. If anybody personally know me, I'm just like a scary movie fanatic.
You are, and we're not going there.
I don't even like romance movies, but hey.
I'm more of a rom-com person.
I mean, I like comedy,
I need to laugh.
but I
need
don't
a
really
good
care about the
laugh.
romance.
And the cheesier, the better. If it's really cheesy, oh, you know I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna crack up.
That's enough for me. Just give me the blood and guts, and then give me a little bit of comedy.
Well, one thing
I
that we
got
do
it.
share a love for is the ID channel. The ID channel is like, that's my sis. Evil Lives Here, Reasonable Doubt, Murder Calls.
Listen, you gotta keep your eyes open.
You
People is
gotta be
cray-cray.
ready. You
If
gotta
I
be
see
ready.
one single sign of somebody
What
that I've seen off the ID channel, I'm like,
what?
nah, bro, I can't
You're
talk to you right
trying
now.
to manipulate me,
And
and
I
I
can't
can't be
be
manipulated. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
RESPECD. That is what I want from me. Respect.
Oh, last but not least, rest in peace to Aretha Franklin. We know you are turning over in your grave because Madonna did not know what the hell she was doing.
Okay, first of all, I'm not gonna even say just purely Madonna anymore. Like,
I mean, but Madonna has done this twice.
She's done this twice. She done this to my father, Prince,
Mm-hmm.
and she turned around and did this to Aretha. And I'm not gonna even particularly just blame her. I'm gonna blame the award shows mostly.
Whoever the committee is, they don't take their time to actually research if this person knows enough to tribute this person.
Right, because why would we correlate any, like, that's what I thought when Prince died. Why do we correlate Madonna with Prince? Or why would we even correlate Madonna with Aretha?
I don't even
Where's
know
Stevie? Where's Diana?
I don't even know if Aretha knew Madonna like that.
She would have said beautiful gowns.
Beautiful, great gowns.
Great gowns. Beautiful gowns.
And you know what? If Aretha was alive and kicking, she would have definitely shaded Madonna the house down.
She probably has.
One for that outfit. Girl, that was a cultural appropriation nightmare. What was she wearing?
First of all, yes. For one, she looked like she wanted to be on American Horror Story, Coven.
Coven? Yes.
Like, I
She
don't
was
know
going
what
through
she had
tryouts
on.
and she just decided to come here.
It was horrible. I was like, where are we going with this? And when she was talking, I was like, where are we going with this? And like, she came back on Instagram, saying like, oh, well, they told me to get some antidotes of Aretha. Okay, first of all, girl, there was no script.
Antidotes. So did she did she make that up? Oh, okay. I mean, it sounded made up.
It sounded
made up, but if that's the case, that's
I'm
fraud.
just trying to figure out how.
Because literally she said, I went in there and I sung this song by Aretha. The same song that the only song that white people know by Aretha is Respect. And that's simply because they play it everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they still don't know how to spell it. You motherfuckers can't even spell prog. God damn.
Like, I just feel like do a better job. Like, have our people go up there to tell us about our people. Like, Madonna cannot tell us nothing about Aretha Franklin. She couldn't tell us anything about Prince. Like, I just feel like it's a lack of us going up there to do. And I feel that every time they do a VMA one, like, it's just a lack of us going up there to tell them about, like, how they have shaped the industry for us.
I think the VMAs don't have a person of color, and if they do, that person needs to be removed from their position. But I don't think they have a person of color that actually has some goddamn sense to be like, hey, we need XYZ to do XYZ.
I don't understand how like I said, I just don't get the correlation of how they even was like Madonna. Like, let's call Madonna so that Madonna can do.
I feel like they do it just because they know they got a hand with Madonna.
They need to stop asking her. Find somebody else.
Because I could have even got that from Jennifer Hudson or.
Yeah, because I mean Fantasia, because she said she wanted Fantasia, if anything, for Fantasia too.
Or Tisha Campbell. Don't give
First
me that
of all, Tisha better not come out of here and start singing "I'm Still Here."
She gonna do that tribute. She
can go. She can go. Like,
but we could have got anybody else. To do an Aretha Franklin tribute, and it probably would have been a hell of a lot better, and they would have actually sang.
Yeah, they didn't really get to do any singing, which kind of upset me. But I was like, thank God, because after that, I was like, nobody better not sing. And it was just like Madonna was talking about herself the whole entire time. I got so fed up with her talking about herself. I closed my own ears. I don't know how I did it. I don't know how I did it. But at one point in time, I was listening to the TV and I didn't hear shit.
I was searching for more Aretha. I was like, so is she going to say something now about Aretha?
Like,
no. Okay.
And then a picture of Aretha comes up at the end. Like, no. Y'all could have just stopped that. Or y'all could have y'all didn't even need her. Y'all could have literally went through Aretha's category, the films that she's been in. Mm-hmm. Like, y'all could have talked to people that was in her era. In her era. Madonna was not in the same era as Aretha.
I don't know why they didn't have a little, like, fade out to black and then, like, a whole little, like, filmography on her. But, hopefully we'll get that, like you said, with the Grammys or BET. They got to wait a whole year to get to it because, it's not going to be until June.
Well, they got time to think about the right people.
At Black Girls Rock.
Yeah, Black Girls Rock is actually cool. But I mean, like, just do a great job. That there's so many people, and I'm not saying you don't use the same people. Mm-hmm. They like to bring up the same people to do the same tributes all the time, and there's a multitude of black voices out there to do her tribute the right way. Like, I feel like they just pick people, like, you get those one-offs, like when they did Prince, right? Like, to me, I wanted Janelle Monáe. Like, I would have picked Janelle Monáe, I would have picked Miguel, and even though Miguel said he wasn't gonna do it, but like, like those, like, somebody when you listen to somebody like bodies of work of two people, you listen to what they have to offer, and a lot of people don't have that to offer. Like, even when Anita got her tribute, we were all like, where's Toni Where's Sonny Braxton at?
Anita's tribute was lackluster.
It was lackluster.
I mean, I appreciate Lettucey and Marsha Ambrosius, but I felt like it needed more like soulful voices. Like Jamie Foxx basically took her whole catalog, but if they would have put Fantasia out there,
I would have wanted someone with deeper voices, like Brandy.
Brandy would have did good.
Like
Tony Braxton.
Like people who have Jasmine.
Jasmine would have tore.
Like people who have that deeper, lower register voice.
Or can get down there.
Like, cause that is Anita. Like Anita is that voice. Like, pick somebody for Aretha that has that just soulful voice that can carry. Like as much as I won't want to hear her, like I feel like Jennifer Hudson would be infant. Like, you know,
everybody has a love-hate relationship with Jennifer Hudson.
I have a love-hate.
Jennifer Hudson solely because of Dreamgirls, though.
Because Nathan.
First of all, Nathan did not. Nathan decided to be Effie White at the beginning and told me to be Dina. And you can't just switch parts at the end of the movie. You can't. You stay your part. When Effie White leaves, that means you leave too. You don't switch to Dina, because I stay Dina Jones the entire time, honey. Thank you.
Oh, well.
Heavy.
But I'm just saying, like, you know, Jennifer Hudson would be good. Again, Fantasia would be really well for her. Like, you know, pick somebody who has, like, a great voice. Stop picking the same people. Just stop picking the same people to even talk, represent.
Exactly.
There's way too many there's way too many artists out there for us to keep picking the same exact people thinking that they're going to do the tribute.
No.
I'm just going to say this. When Beyonce died, don't get nobody sing Beyonce songs.
Oh, my God. If Beyonce passes, ooh, y'all, please do right by the queen.
I feel the same thing about Mariah Carey. And
who are they going to... They going to shade her and get Ariana. You know they are.
Like, I just feel that same exact way. Like,
they are.
There's a couple of people that just shouldn't even have tribute.
My thing is, like, when you think about music now, who the hell is going to do tributes to everybody else?
The popular people. And that's going to be horrible.
What?
Because, like, literally...
I don't get it.
I mean, like, when I listen to a lot of, like, the artists now that everybody really like, I find that those same people have, like, the same exact range. And growth is something important to be an artist, right? But
no shade, but I just thought in my mind, I was like, if Sierra passes, I already know a whole bunch of people that can do Sierra songs. Tinashe can do it. She's available. What?
But
I'm dead serious. There's a whole caliber of people that can do her.
I mean, like, you know, for those that
Ashanti's
are like newer.
Oh, for Ashanti's. We're gonna have this as an Add Sugar topic next week.
We gonna continue.
This will be cute. But I'll give people a proper.
Is this about the Body Works candle?
It is. Give people a proper, tribute. Appreciate our artists.
I mean,
and
appreciate because literally, like, Aretha was like around my grandma's era, and
they could have got Diana Ross.
Yeah.
Or not Dionne Warwick. Ooh, no, they could have got Shaka Khan.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, plenty of other people.
Yeah, I mean, there's a multitude of people that are still alive. That's the thing. It's why do we keep picking newer people or people that's not in the same era to...
Who is asking these people? You know what? Whatever.
I need to write them a letter. I'm happy. I am a dissatisfied customer. If I cannot go to Bella Noche's, where else can I go?
Mm-hmm.
Upsetting me and my homegirls.
Every week.
Every single time.
Every time. Well, we're going to wrap it up right here. Hope you guys enjoyed our little recap episode. Hit us up with, some questions. Let us know what you liked about the VMAs, what you did not like about the VMAs.
Who's best dressed to you? Who was the worst dressed? Who was the
best
worst
dressed to me is Amber Rose. Fight me.
Excuse me. So you wanna?
Hey, she had on
She
that
came in
little
as-
red Corvette
She was
number,
a
honey.
dominatrix Catwoman.
I don't know where she was going with that, but
Who's your best dressed there? Was a little pump because he had his whole
oh
tummy
girl,
out
no,
with that little velvety
no,
number.
Chloe and Halle, they win.
Yeah, they did win.
They win.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up right here. Send us questions to teapotpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagrams. And do you have anything to send us off with, friend?
If you have any complaints, problems, questions, just send it to
God.
heymay@gmail.com.
This dog is going crazy.
Yo.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, we're going to wrap it
wrap
up. All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.